Good evening and welcome to We the People. On the program today, we look at the hotly debated conviction against Dr. Binayak Sen. Is Dr. Binayak Sen an internationally respected doctor who spent many years of his life working with the poor tribals of Chhattisgarh and in fact other places across India? Or is he somebody, as the Chhattisgarh government argues, a sympathizer with links that are far too close for comfort to the Maoist insurgency? Binayak Sen has maintained that he is not a Maoist, even if some of his opinions might overlap with opinions taken by some of the Maoist groups on issues of industrialization, development and displacement. But the program today goes beyond Binayak Sen. It looks at the contentious issue of sedition and what place it has in a democracy, especially a liberal democracy like India. We've seen similar questions raised, for example, by Arundhati Roy's comments on Jammu and Kashmir. Does the right to dissent in a democracy then also include the right to reject the idea of the nation state? That's our program tonight, and I want to start with you, Soli, if I can. You look at this particular judgment of Binayak Sen, and you have life imprisonment for Dr. Sen, and a Chhattisgarh government that argues that, look, this isn't just about ideology, it is about being a courier, carrying letters from a known Maoist leader to other people, something that the defense has said is actually planted evidence. But you look at the sentence, life imprisonment. Is it proportionate even for those who believe that Binayak Sen has concrete links with Maoists?
There are two separate issues. First, the merit of the judgment, merit or demerit. Then we come to the sentence afterwards.
Yeah.
I haven't read the judgment. It's in Hindi, a few parts. But I think they have not yet understood the meaning of sedition as interpreted by a Supreme Court. In British times, Tilak, Gandhiji, all were convicted for sedition. Not now today. Supreme Court has said there is no problem about advocating measures, criticizing the government vigorously, saying change the social order, capitalists are there, property classes, they are really coming in the way of progress of the nation. Real gist of the offense of sedition is incitement to violence, not mere dissent.
So you're allowed to question the nation state, you're allowed to question the idea of India, but if your statements don't actually provoke violence,
incitement to violence,
it is not sedition.
Mind you, waging war is very clear. That's why you blow up police stations, you fire armed forces, there's waging war.
And Binayak Sen was found innocent on the charge of waging war.
There's a distinction between the two offenses of the penal code, waging war and this. Of course, if the activities of Naxalite or Maoists amount to blowing up police stations and doing other acts, beheading and others, no one is sympathy with them. They can be certainly convicted hard. But a person who may agree with the motivation of Maoists, I do. I know what they're motivated by.
You agree with their motivation?
Yes, but not endorse the methods.
Somebody may send you to jail too.
I like to go. I mean, Then it follow, not endorsing the methods.
So you can endorse an ideology, but not the methods, and you're drawing that distinction. Raju Ramachandran, but how far does that go? Because, for example, tomorrow, people could start, for example, publishing articles in various newspapers and magazines and periodicals questioning the idea of India or openly advocating the disintegration of India. Would we then say that this is in the realm of ideas? It's not, there's no tangible proof that it's actually provoking violence, hence it's not seditious.
That's the point. There is a clear distinction between the Arundhati Roy kind of situation, Arundhati speaking in a seminar in Delhi, and saying Kashmir should have self-determination, or you hop back to Nehru's speeches and say plebiscite should be there. That's an idea. Here I see a qualitative difference. When Dr. Binayak Sen is accused of acting as a courier for Maoist literature, Maoist literature itself is an incitement to violence. Therefore, I don't think it is as simple as Soli puts it.